YouTube, what the crap's going on? Happy New Year. HeirofCarthage here. As you may have noticed, I took a few, or may not have noticed if you think that I'm pointless and, you know, don't ever pay attention, but then again, you wouldn't be here. So, yeah, I took a few days off for the new year just to kind of get recharged, spend some time with the family. It was fantastic. And you know what? I am ready for a new year. I'm going to be continuing the campaigns that we have planned. I'm going to be continuing the campaigns that we'd already started. They will be brought to their finish. I'm going to gain at least a short victory on each of these 3 Warhammer campaigns that I have going at the moment. I will make sure to finish the Grom campaign as well. But I'm focusing on finishing these 3 campaigns because my plan is to next jump into, start a new thing for the new year, a new tradition. To have a classic campaign going at all times. When I say classic, it's either an older Total War or one of the historical or semi-historical Total Wars. I say semi-historical because then that can include 3K and Troy. I will keep a campaign going to that regard at all times throughout the year, just one at a time. And I'm going to start in Shogun 2, and I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be a Tomo. I would personally really like to play The Fall of the Samurai, but I think people would probably rather see me playing the classic. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So it'll be one of the two, either Fall of the Samurai or that. That'll be the first one. Plus, I do have plans to do something new and exciting, hopefully exciting, which is I intend to do a co-op campaign with Mrs. Heir for the first time. Gonna be planning that, but I want to finish all these ones like this that I have going to begin with, right? So the key here is finish all these, and then get started on the next phase. Alright, we are almost ready here, folks. This is going to be an epic ambush. The Empire is going to die very, very quickly. Okay. Hopefully the AI attack orders will work halfway decent just to get me started. And it looks like it did. Except for this right here. Not bad. Alright. Get some magic going. Let's see, Patchy. Oh, those are a little bit outside of range, unfortunately. Wow, what a what an epic ambush! Yikes! AI's getting owned here. Way to go, Boris. You suck. Like really bad. Try the blast spell here. Well, that was absolute and total ownage. Wow, Boris. I don't even know if it's possible for him to get Shrek'd much harder than he did. I mean, he got beat bad. My units are not quite as fast as his, so it's unfortunate. Alright, so I can't catch... Alright, I think you all just witnessed an errorism. Whenever that battle was over, I think I accidentally exited the game rather than just clicking in battle. Oh, wow, you can tell I haven't recorded in a few days. But anyway, yeah, there we go. We fixed it. We won our battle. Here we are, back with things. Let's get a couple comments here. Carp says, as Drycha, you can only confederate with Durthu. Also, you need to do the quest to get Coeddil. It's funny you should mention that. Coeddil, however you say his name. That's actually exactly what we're going to be doing on this episode, because I saw these comments whenever I made this episode. So, let's do this for now, because I don't want any war over around Athelorn at the moment. So yes, we are going to have to raid Middenheim. That is the current mission that I have not gone to complete. It would be a lot easier if I could use the deep routes to travel there, but I can't. I could just, like, go through some turn-ins, because I think it's like 6 more. Yeah, it's 6 more until we get a cooldown, which sucks. I could also start an underground path, you know, to get there as quickly as possible. Like, so we could go underground through here, and we could probably get up there in roughly the same amount of time. Plus, we could use the opportunity to take Laurelin Forest, which would help us while we go raid Middenheim, give us another base of operations. I may take a peace deal if it gets offered. Maybe. We'll see. What kind of units did I put in here? Okay, so Wildwood Rangers, War Dancers. Okay, so let's get back in here. Piercing Thorn, Eternal Guard, Dryads. I don't use... I only have the one Eternal Guard unit, so that won't be a particularly useful skill tree. I'm not even sure why I started that. This one makes the most sense, because we're going to have these units that are going to benefit from it. You can see that their melee attack is substantially increased, which is very important. I'm going to leave Patchy over here for, you know, just a while longer in order to just kind of dissuade the Empire and others from attacking the Griffinwood. The Griffinwood is well defended. It's not impenetrable, but it is very well defended. So it's not likely that I would necessarily have to stick here. And I may go do some more raising and stuff as necessary. Now, we're likely to be fighting forest battles a lot. So this Nettles of Malice actually makes quite a bit of sense. I do have Arcane Conduit. Let's see, Aspect of Birch. Aspect of Oak. Not sure what I want here. Probably Aspect of Willow, but I mean, just makes them more vulnerable. Let's do this Nettles of Malice. I think that'll be handy there for Branch Manager. And then let's go to Holiday Spirit here. You got Predator's Instinct. Flurry of Bows, Leadership +6 for the hero. Yeah, I mean, that would also be pretty handy. And we've already got the Arcane Conduit there. Let's do that one. So that's going to buff the melee attack and leadership of our armies. Anytime we're fighting in the forest, which is going to be pretty much every time we're fighting in general. We need to go make some money, or else this whole show won't be able to continue. So I'm going to send Patchy, the tree man, down here and wreck this vampire settlement. We won't get much from all this, but anything is helpful at the moment. I think I'm just going to clear it at the moment. Okay, got a bound spell there, but it's not particularly useful. Alright. Patchy is going to level up. I'm going to continue to try and get over here and open this up. Let's see, Nature Salve. Yeah, Untainted is going to be pretty handy. I think at any given time. We should be getting close to immortality. Yeah, next skill point. Everything, Arcane Conduit. We've already got Flurry of Bows on the other character, so Replenish Troops is also handy. I'm going to go ahead and do Earthing, just to kind of drop the miscast chance a little. It's a fairly handy skill. And then I'm going to grab the Amber Spear. It's occasionally useful. Whenever we're into certain type of combat here. Looks like we finished this one that gives us extra casualty replenishment and Untainted faction-wide. Winds of Magic +10 for starting armies. Reef Attrition. Nothing wrong with this. Like, headed down this route right here. There's some actually pretty decent stuff, in fact. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna keep moving. That's it for this turn. Let's grab a few more comments here. Aldwolf says Coeddil is as powerful as Ariel. You're missing out. Yep, absolutely. Saw these comments a while back whenever you all first started posting them. So agreed, and we're gonna go do something about it. Thanks for reminding me. Big Kahuna Burger says, "Hey Air, Wood Elves have a building and tech to reduce cost for armies stationed in forest settlements. I think it's 15%. Interesting to see where that one's at. Thanks for the tip there, by the way. Han Bitjang says, Air, you rejected a peace offer from Ostermark that would have been one less enemy to deal with. Please make peace with the Empire. Also, you might want to make a non-aggression pact and trade agreements with Clan Angren, since you are allied with the dwarves of Karak Kadrin and Kara Zakrek. I don't think I can make any trade agreements, because I don't have a clear route from my capital to the enemy capital. I think I would have to, to the other capital. I'd have to control Nagenhof and Essen, which at the current state is somewhat difficult. Now, it looks like von Karstein soaked up Manfred's faction, so they're no longer a thing. I'm going to get rid of these Empire interlopers here. Just Karl Franz, some loser. No one really knows who that guy is. Alright, let's see. This is probably just an auto-resolve battle. It's nothing really. I freaking hate the auto-resolve. That is... Oh, man. Alright, it's a new year. It's a new year. I'm not going to get overly salty about it. Must maintain calm. Ooh, and I can't recruit what I want. Oh my gosh. Okay. Calming breaths there. Calming breaths. Calming breaths. Holy crap, that's annoying. Another Empire army back here, led by Gotrek and Felix. That's hilarious. They're getting desperate at that point. Yeah, I mean, I would love to open up trade with these guys, but... See, Karak Kadrin is here. I would think we have to own Waldenhof in order to establish, like, an unbroken route. Like, there's not even a road that comes out here. I don't know if that really plays into things, but... I mean, you can see the road that works its way up here to Karak Kadrin. It comes back this way, you know, to Mordheim. Maybe that would establish it if we were trying to get trade with them. I don't have a whole lot to trade, but I don't disagree that being at war with the Empire is a bit of a nuisance right now. Oh, I thought they did soak up the von Karstein faction. They didn't. I'll probably destroy Nuln on the way through here since I'm already at war with these guys on our way. Okay, terror when fighting against the Empire. Good. That'll actually be really helpful for Patchy von Treeman. Let's see. And speaking of, we're going to give him immortality. Because, of course, he's immortal. He's Patchy. Immortality just comes with the name. Let's see. Lucas also saying, get Coeddil before you forget. Yep, absolutely. That's the way we're headed. Says, imagine going to Athelorn without Lightning Strike. Look at the stones list. Yeah, exactly. That's why I rethought that. Oh, look at the Empire here, thinking they're big. Yeah, Athelorn is not a thing yet. That would have been an extremely, probably suicidal decision at that point. So yeah, we're not going to do that, Seth. You are correct. Ethan says, it has come to my attention this campaign is lacking one thing. You guessed it, a Kevin. The campaign needs a Kevin. The only suitable unit would be a tree man. Justice for Kevin. We may have a tree man that's unnamed. I can't remember. Nope. These two have a name. And I don't know that we have a tree man in this army. Yeah, we got Treebeard and Barking Mad. I do not have an available tree man or Zote or anything of the sort to be named Kevin at the moment. So your campaign for Justice for Kevin is going to have to be continued, is what I would say at this point. It says that the AI has a good chance here. They don't. They're going to lose. They're going to lose bad. But you know how the auto-resolve is, clearly, because I had an easy victory in that other one and it didn't work, so we're going to have to go take care of it here. It says 11:10 to your spying trees. Air, the Wood Elves in lore already have the ability to glamour humans. That's really cool. It says they're known to cause conflicts in human society by charming important nobles. In the Wood Elf campaign, first few turns you get an event that tells you that some ambitious... let me read this here. Some ambitious Glade Lords want to hire Dryads to glamour the courtiers of Bretonia to cause infighting, and you can select to join the scheme. They already do that, but a lot more by charming people into doing what they want. Maybe giving an illusion of the lady or a grand line. You know, that's really cool. That would have been something neat to include as a campaign mechanic in this game, honestly. That would have been pretty interesting. There's some Empire reinforcements coming from here. We're just going to crush them easily and quickly. I would like to make sure I don't lose any more Dryads and kind of show the AI that it's actually really easy for me to win these battles without losing Dryads, and that I wish they would quit doing it to me in the auto-resolve. Thank you very much. It's not very appreciated.
Children of Athel Lauren.
Okay. Okay, there we go. These reinforcements are going to have a very quick road to being dead. I'm gonna go cut off any retreat here. Here we go. Make sure they can't run away. How are huntsmen alive for this long when being attacked by a tree man, hawks, and zotes? Yeah, I was getting ready to say, getting a little bit suspicious there, CA. A little suspicious. If by a little, I mean a lot. Okie dokie. Remember that Patchy now causes, well, I think he already caused terror with just his normal self. I don't know if he needed Karl Franz's Pokemon ability to make him cause. This is incredible right here. I mean, short of being unbreakable, having a difficult time understanding this. The Drakewald Runefang. Maybe that's what it is? Just got some massive physical resistance? He is immune to psychology, but psychology aside, whenever you're facing an entire army and your existing army is taking a savage beatdown, seems highly unlikely that you would still be in the fight. In fact, I'm going to chase him off because you know how the AI is. They'll probably like bring him back from routing if I don't give him a quick escort mission off the map. And by chasing a unit, you can be guaranteed it's going to get off the map for the most part because the AI, their guys are like a greased pig when it comes to fleeing off the map. Like, you have an extremely difficult time getting them to to actually be forced to stay on the map and fight. So, as you can see, we've already basically switched the odds in this battle after having been told by the auto-resolve that we didn't have a chance. Okay. Mr. Patchy, if you would be so kind as to kind of freeze our opponents into place. Let's run these units around. Let's get our hawks up here. We're going to go have them savage the war wagons. And there we go. Just drop a whole bunch of heals in here. Patchy has his own potion. Let's put a blast spell there. Let's get on this Empire Captain. We got it way too blobbed over here. Let's get our tree man free this fight to go help. Alright, let's bring this tree man back here. Now these war wagons should die extremely quickly as the hawks have armor-piercing damage. And that is what we're going to see. They're going to need to do it quickly because we've got a unit of archers back there. That pretty much finished that. Let's bring our hawks back this way. One of you can get here and here. Bring some tree men over to help here. Alright, there we go. Our spiders have pretty well savaged this Empire captain. We don't need both of them to participate in that savaging, though, so let's get some Winds of Magic ready, and let's go to this character. Freeze these units. Get some spiders in there. Use our Zote's special abilities here. Alright. Alright, and as expected, the Empire is getting savaged. Go ahead and pull our spiders away from this fight for a moment. Patchy ended up in a pretty big fight over here. Because he's taking on Gotrek and a warrior priest. Obviously, Gotrek can cause some pretty stiff damage here. But Patchy's just going to take him head on. Check him out. Slayer being given what he wants, which is death in a battle with a monster. And he put up a good fight, have to admit. Gotrek's probably been the only somewhat worthy Lord opponent that we've run into here in terms of putting up a good melee fight. Now, hey, speaking of funny, let's mob pretty boy Felix here. Sigvald Light, if you will. That's kind of the way I think about Felix. We're gonna chase him down and have some fun here. Let our hawks and spiders have their way with him. He's like, all right, I gotta get back to the tavern and write about this. Gotta get back, tell the story of Gotrek. Better get your pen and paper out, get ready to record this. Because it's gonna be one for the ages. Now, I have to admit, being in Felix's position here would just be outright terrifying. The fact that going to battle means that I might be swamped by giant spiders and like angry hawks that are my size, that is terrifying. I hope he doesn't have arachnophobia. Actually, I kind of do hope he has arachnophobia. That'd just be entertaining. Right, well, we're going to let him be mauled by all the forest creatures, and they will do quite the job of it. Both of them are armor-piercing, and then the spiders have the addition of poison. I'm going to end this battle. So Felix and Gotrek will have to go back to the pub and think their lives over. Dersanji says, as soon as this round ends, I'm going to name the tree man. 1 second later, gets distraction. Oh, the Von Karsteins are still alive. Me. Air, you're actually okay. Yeah, I forget everything, Dersanji. It's true. I do forget a lot of things. Dan says, if you take that second army out of the Griffinwood, leaving only the garrison as a defense, it will get taken. You should have gone for the easier forest first. Yeah, I mean, you could go capture another forest. That's you could just abandon the Griffinwood, go grab another forest. That's certainly an option available to you in this campaign, and maybe the better option, honestly, because you're not surrounded by all these enemies. So, like, for instance, you know, maybe the Forest of Gloom is preferable, but then again, you just need to make nice with the dwarves or kill them, one of the two. But then you got greenskins, they're going to be rolling through down here, which I'm honestly shocked that the dwarves are alive. This must be a fluke of a campaign, because ever since they ran the greenskin update, it has been pretty apparent that basically the dwarves just get savaged in every single campaign, every time. I'm going to go ahead and spend the money, grab that just a little bit of extra income. Drycha is ready to move up, and Nuln is actually in range. And I do want to destroy Nuln, just because of the money. There's probably some pretty serious money we can take off Nuln. It's being garrisoned by Manfred, and he has a terrible army. And we have a very good army, and so we're going to make Manfred pay. So let's go ahead and fight this battle. Now, the only thing going for Manfred here is that most of my elf infantry has extremely, or I say most of, all elf infantry has very low armor. And that will work in Manfred's favor because he has just a swamp of trashy infantry that would do best in that situation. But, you know, he's obviously not going to do well here. This is not going to go well. Let's see. Davern says, can you get Coeddil already? I want to see him. Yep, that's where we're headed. And then he also says for this campaign that it may be appropriate for me to start out each episode saying what the sap is going on. That is an excellent point. That is an excellent point. What the sap's going on? I like it. It's both lame and creative, all rolled up into one, which is kind of the essence of my intro anyway. So I think it's well done. I think it's well done. Alright, let's get together here. We still got Drycha. I am gonna take a couple of trees and bust through the old gates here, but I want to hide the rest of my trees. There we go. And the Zotes. Honey bunches of Zotes here. Alright, and then we're gonna hide the Lost Sylvan Knights too. Yeah, we'll hide all these units, bust the gates down with the big trees. Here we go. Alright, let's have a little fun. Let's have a little fun. Drycha! I love the way she talks. I am gonna go ahead and like group all these units just so I can kind of see them easier. Alright, there we go. Start battle. Let's move our archers up. Start unloading on the walls, though we don't really need to really be all that worried about what the vampires have on the walls. I mean, it's just skeletons. Maybe the occasional grave guard. So, I mean, I'll move the archers up. Alright, Swift Shiver Shards, unleash. Let's move up just a hair more, make sure everybody's in a happy range. They can fire while moving as well. So we'll let the Swift Shiver Shards do a little bit of cleanup work. Vampires tend to be fairly well shielded, as long as it's skeleton warriors or above. We do have summons to help us out. Wow, look at that right there. What a mess of zombies. Is that a Blood Knight? No, it's a Black Knight. What we got here? Graveguard, zombies. Honestly, the Graveguard's no match for us here, not with the Wildwood Rangers, so there's no need to sit here and let the archers really do any additional work. Might as well just hit the walls. I'm gonna take Drycha up the walls right here. Alright, our units are about to get on the wall, so I'll cease fire here shortly. Alright, Manfred, let's go ahead and give him an arrow shower. If he comes out here and lands, then we'll deal with him. Can we pray of Anathema? No, he's too far away to Anathema. What is he doing? Like, trying to land on something out here? Oof! Ooh, boy, yeah, he just took a faceful. How did he kill that many of my units that quickly? Wow. Oh, and he healed it all right off. Look at that regenerating flesh. Alright, he's prey of Anathema. How did he get back in the air? What? I guess that net doesn't really function. Wow, he has taken some massive damage. Fortunately for him, he can heal very quickly. Alright, the gates. Are the gates crushed? Or did we just have the bug here? No, they're crushed. Alright, head on in. Start wrecking zombies. Let's bring our trees up. Zotes. Lost Sylvan Knights. Everybody head this way. Alright, Manfred is almost dead. There he goes. Excellent. Let's bring our Swift Shiver Shards around here. That is definitely what I had hoped would happen, is that we could kill Manfred early. I'm gonna put a summon over here, because there's not any cavalry to really dissuade this in this vicinity. Plus that awakening in the wood that the summon gets off there should be pretty effective. Yeah, so this unit's gonna hopefully cause some really solid damage. I mean, it's a Dryad unit amidst a ton of zombies, so it should be more than capable. Let's just stop some of these units here. No need to debuff any reload skill here. Let's get these tricksters down here. Need to worry about missile defense. Okay, let's get the Sylvan Knights up here. This ought to be a fight that they actually do pretty well in. Alright, there comes the Sylvan Knights. All of our trees would do really well in here too. Now, what we really need over here is a good old-fashioned Pit of Shades. Honestly, a pendulum might have been even better right through there, but this will work. It's going to cause massive damage, regardless. Oh man, our low X Trickster. Or that wasn't a low X Trickster, that's just a War Dancer. Give him some help. They actually got massacred on the charge, apparently. Let's throw a little help in here for him. Alright, Drycha, if you want to come down here and help actually too, that'd be good. Mystify the miasma on those. Just kind of do a little debuff action. Okay, these Zotes. Throw a little healing over there to help out. Throw a little more healing over here. Still got flesh to stone, so suddenly giving Azrae Spear an extra 60 armor is obviously quite effective. Alright, and this is going to be the end of the vampires here. They can't hold the line anymore. They still got flesh to stone. Suddenly having 85 armor. Alright, let's go ahead and drop the second one there, just to make sure this unit really can't be dealt with. Countercharge these Graveguard with the Wildwood Ranger. They should chew that up in its entirety, and then that's going to be a full-on crumbling here. Oh, help speed that crumbling along by dropping some Dryads here. There we go. So Nuln has been cleared out of any vampire presence quite easily. Manfred's army was absolute trash here. Absolute trash. Manfred got some damage done versus the archers, though. It's actually fairly impressed. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'm impressed or not. I mean, it is Manfred, so he's a legendary lord. You kind of expect big things out of him. I feel like he probably could have done even more damage had he been controlled by a human, obviously. Got some good loot there. Now let's see our options. We can raise it to the ground, which does sound pretty tempting. I'll have to go into an encamp stance in order to replenish along the way, but yeah, let's raise it to the ground. It's just the filthy vampires anyway. It's not like we really care about them. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna end up continuing my path up here to Middenheim. That grabbed us at least a couple of turns worth of income from stopping to destroy the vampires along the way. So I feel like that was a worthwhile effort. Let's get immortality here. Branch manager, and should be the same for Holiday Spirit. And ready to end another turn. H.A. Trey says kill, smash, fertilize. Indeed. That is what we will do. So we'll go take Laurelin Forest. Get Coeddil, or whatever we need to do to get Coeddil. So we'll take care of all that. Definitely kill, smash, fertilize everybody. And then Polaris says, still think you're missing a prime name with patchy Oztree-man. Ooh. That's a pretty good point. He says, happy almost New Year. Well, it is New Year now, so thank you, Polaris. Appreciate the New Year's wishes. Hope you're having an excellent New Year so far, too. It is unfortunate that just by the turning over of a clock to midnight won't completely end everybody's favorite year, 2020. You know, at least we can be hopeful that things in general will be better. Though I don't expect, obviously, anything to be a sudden change. So yeah, I don't expect any sudden changes. Grunberg is also populated, though. I do need to replenish some. We're a little bit low on hit points here. Training, spread public order. I wish this guy had the replenish abilities. So specialist, ward of Hoeth, expeditious endeavor. We'll just kind of heal slowly along the way. Yeah, just kind of take care of business. Is it Waldenhof? Yeah, I think Waldenhof directly. Alright, we got our new Dryad unit. Let's put this aspect of Willow on it, which is what we were using on the others. Are you going to attack the Griffinwood? I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it. Let's see if we can open trade by taking Waldenhof. Plus, this will give us some extra spending cash here. Little New Year's mad money. I really want to auto-resolve, but it's going to cheat me, almost assuredly. Here, let's just watch. I mean, if it cheats me bad, I'll reload, but I did a quick save there. Why? Like, that's so annoying. They're just knocking out high chevron units just to annoy you. Ugh. Auto-resolve is so bad. Yeah, it's so bad. Occupy it. We did pick up an opal amulet. Someone may be able to put that to use, we'll see. So bad. Thankfully, we had a Dryad in the Wild Spirits here, but it erases all of our veterancy, which is extraordinarily annoying. Alright, that opens the door to Karak Kadrin here, I think.
Greetings. You no doubt have a
No,
request.
we still can't make a trade agreement. It's just not an option, apparently. It's possible because, like, again, I think it's based off of the roads or whatever. And this road runs back here through Middenheim. I don't know that any road comes out of the Griffinwood, so I'm not certain that trade is even possible here. Though we do need to take a look. It looks like that Belagar was confederated. This is good because we are friends with all these powerful dwarf factions here, which will make people less encouraged to be in a constant state of war with us. So I think that's good news there. And it's going to be about all the time I have for this episode, so we'll keep working our way north. And we'll come up here, we'll raid Middenheim, we'll start working at getting Coeddil, all the things that we need to do to get Coeddil. That'll be our focus. Laurelin Forest will probably be a nice pickup up here, and then we can use all that help to get our characters ready to pitch off a fight against Athaloran, which is actually going to be a pretty significant fight. One that we don't just stumble into blindly with a single army and expect to win, right? There's going to be a little more to it than that, which is good. I enjoy it. Be fun. Certainly looking forward to it. We have to have how many points here? 5 skill points. All right, I'll just put one more in Nature Salve. And again, that'll help with the taint here from all the vampires, and then the chaos taint that I put on myself by taking in these weapons and certain things. Anyway, HeirofCarthage signing out for now from the Angry Wood campaign. And apparently I've got to start saying what the sap's going on in these. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed it. I will see you soon with some more Drycha action.